Northeast Tennessee is home to rolling hills, ancient mountain ranges, and small, welcoming communities. Like anywhere, these communities are concerned about the health of their environment and population, as well as their continued economic success. One way that Northeast Tennessee communities are securing both is by adopting propane AutoGas, a popular and inexpensive alternative fuel in vehicle fleets of all sizes. In October 2020, East Tennessee Clean Fuels visited communities in this beautiful area to document some of the huge successes organizations have had saving money, reducing maintenance headaches, and protecting the health of their populations using propane AutoGas in their fleets. Our first stop was the impressive fleet of the City of Kingsport. They've been using propane in their vehicles for over a decade, and theirs is a success story that shows just how effective propane AutoGas can be for communities of all sizes.
So this is one of East Tennessee's largest propane refueling sites. It's a private site that the City of Kingsport uses. As you can see, they have 2 tanks, and then vehicles will pull in here to refuel. It's actually a card reader too. If you come around this side, you can see. But basically, they have on the order of 100 vehicles that run propane out of this site. It's over 50 police cars, and here may be one coming in right now, as well as work trucks of various sizes. But Steve Hightower and City of Kingsport and Alliance AutoGas and one of their partners have done a great job building a huge propane fleet. So another important facet about this station is that this is all under Steve Hightower's leadership to bring it to fruition. He started back in the late 00s, 2007, 8, 9, investigating propane as an opportunity and building his fleet. As you might expect with a smaller municipality, he started off with a handful of vehicles and then continued to add vehicles over time as he could. Police cars, both sedans and SUVs, are a big part of the fleet. And then work trucks like F-350 stake bodies are other parts of the fleet. They have propane mowers, so it's a pretty diverse fleet, and he's worked with other people in the city to slowly educate them to the opportunity that propane AutoGas brings.
One reason for our visit to Northeast Tennessee was to attend the ribbon-cutting ceremony for a propane AutoGas refueling station, a private-public partnership between NetTrans, U-Haul, and Alliance AutoGas that will serve to refuel NetTrans vehicles as well as being open to the general public.
So we're in Kingsport, Tennessee, one of the newest public propane stations, and it's at a U-Haul facility. And U-Haul and Alliance AutoGas and NetTrans of Northeast Tennessee have partnered to build this station, which will first of all fuel NetTrans fleet that operates out of Kingsport, and it's the 3rd location for them for expanding their fleet to add more propane vehicles. But it's fairly simple. You got an Alliance AutoGas dispenser. It has the Stauble nozzle, as it's called. Just got a quick connector nozzle for it for vehicle use. And they've got the fuel storage up above, as you can see with the vertical tank. And they've clearly got a footprint where they could add a little bit more vertical tankage if needed. But yeah, so this is one of the best examples of a public station in Kingsport, and a perfect opportunity to expand fleet use in this area. Any kind of vehicle that can use propane AutoGas can come to this site, be able to get a card system to fill up there, get an account with Alliance AutoGas, and be able to refuel here and get inexpensive fuel compared to, even in COVID days, petroleum 24/7. So in addition to the refueling you see on this side that is AutoGas for vehicles, they have another refueling point on the other side that can be used for vehicles or tank filling. So they actually have set up a place where you actually have almost 2 islands and multi-purpose fueling. So really nice setup to give Kingsport the opportunity to really have other fleets come and fuel up here.
we asked Happy Fox, alternative fuels consultant for Alliance AutoGas, to show us how simple it is to refuel a vehicle powered by propane.
Good afternoon. My name is Happy Fox. I'm a representative with Alliance AutoGas. We're at the U-Haul facility with the 24/7 AutoGas refueling site in Kingsport. We're going to go through a quick tutorial and information on refilling AutoGas vehicles with propane AutoGas, a cleaner alternative fuel. So you have a card and enter it in just like you would a regular gasoline dispenser. I'm going to enter in my vehicle number. Right here, if I've been trained, so I would push 1 for my normal refueling. If you hit 2, if you have not refueled before or have training in the last 6 months, you can hit 2, and our screen is going to go through different prompts for you to be able to be retrained for AutoGas refueling. This is the training part. Here's understanding your surroundings, which is safety, whether you're refilling with gasoline, diesel, or propane. Here we go. We're getting ready to prepare to fuel. We enter our card just like you would for a MasterCard or a Visa on a gasoline dispenser. And you're going to follow the prompts on the screen as we go through this process for refueling. Also, it talks about how to, this is a quick connect filler valve. So you want to make sure that the connection is secure before you start to refuel with propane AutoGas. On here, once you're complete, we want to make sure that the handle release and that you put the dispenser back up and shutting your fuel door. For here, if there is an emergency situation, there's emergency shutoff valves, and then there's phone numbers on the dispenser, as well as in the surrounding area should you need help. And then after you've completed the training, you can hit enter for yes, and it's going to click all the way over to be able to start refueling. So that's what we're going to do now. So if you enter your driver number and your mileage and the unit number, just like for tracking for data management for other AutoGas vehicles or gasoline vehicles, you are able to track your fuel mileage. So here we are, we've got the nozzle off. We're connecting it to the filler valve and we're ready to start fueling. So the lever will lock just like it would on a traditional refueling site. And it's connected. This is going to stay on and stay secure while propane AutoGas is going through the dispenser. On the dispenser over here, you can see where it's just reading the amount of gallons that are going into the system. Not the same as gasoline refuel or diesel, but very, very similar. So when my tank gets fuel, what I'm going to do is it will automatically shut off just like it would at a traditional gasoline or diesel dispenser. This is a little bit safer because of the connection points. It won't let propane go out unless it is being connected and refueling. So once it disconnects, you can see just a little bit of a vapor. I close my fuel valve, hang up the nozzle, and I've refueled my vehicle. Safe, clean, alternative fuel, propane AutoGas.
Happy from Alliance AutoGas, as well as CANDACE GUMP, Director of NetTrans, and Mayor Richard Venable of Sullivan County, all spoke about the project at the event.
Thanks for braving the elements and getting out in the rain today. We appreciate everybody coming to the ribbon cutting ceremony for the 24/7 alternative fuel refueling site in Kingsport. Our host today is U-Haul, as you can see. They got a wonderful facility here. Thank you all for hosting U-Haul. Our customer here is NetTrans, and we'd like to thank them for being a customer as well. This is their 3rd refueling site in the state, in the East Tennessee region, and we're really glad to be a service provider and partner with them with their alternative fuel program. We appreciate everybody coming out today. It is a group effort for us to be here. A lot of moving parts to get this set up, and we're really excited to be a part in the expansion of the program in Kingsport and in East Tennessee. And now, this is Candace Gump. She's the Director of NetTrans.
I'm an appropriate distance of 6 feet from everyone, so I'll remove my mask. Good afternoon. As Happy said, I'm Candace Gump, and I work with NetTrans. And I, too, would like to thank everyone for coming out today, especially in the rain, to help us unveil the Phase 3 of our Alternative Clean Fuels program. NetTrans is the regional public transit provider for the 8 counties of Northeast Tennessee. We operate a fleet of 127 vehicles. We travel 3.3 million miles per year, and we transport over 163,000 people. So as you can imagine, we purchase a lot of fuel, and we're always looking for ways to be more efficient with taxpayer funding while still providing a good quality service to our community. Propane offers us the ability to save about $1 per gallon on our fuel costs, all while doing something good for our environment. So it's a win-win situation. This project today, as Happy said, is phase 3. We also have a fueling site in Elizabethton. We have one in Greenville. So this is our third in Kingsport. And this site is made possible because of a community partnership between Alliance AutoGas, U-Haul, and NetTrans. And I want to thank Happy and Kelly and all the folks at U-Haul for your willingness to work together so that we can do something good for our community. Thank you. And Mayor Richard Venable will say a couple words as well.
Candace, thank you, and I'll be really brief. I don't have enough hair to catch all the water. But I want to congratulate Candace and Jason with NetTrans and certainly Boston. This is it's moving government into the 21st century. And Jason tells me he has nearly 40 vehicles, and I think that's just outstanding. And let me talk a little bit about the service that they provide to this community. Back 6 months ago, we were talking about things being essential. It was essential that you could get the hardware store. These folks deliver essential services to our community. And 160,000 people, that's transporting every person in Sullivan County. And so that's the magnitude of this. And just the efforts that it's taken, again, congratulations to NetTrans and the First Tennessee Human Resource Agency for having the foresight to do this. And I'm just happy to be here. And I'm happy to find this place. I had a business one time that serviced vehicles that ran on propane, and believe me, they're clean and they're efficient. So congratulations again. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jason CODY, Executive Director of First Tennessee Human Resource Agency. We're here today at the U-Haul Center working with Alliance AutoGas about a propane refilling station. We have a fleet of 120 vehicles servicing the 8 eastern counties of Northeast Tennessee. We travel over 3 million miles with those fleets of 120 vans. And this has been a tremendous effort for us. It's a clean fuel. It's helped us save money and spend taxpayer money very efficiently. And we're just so proud to be here today. It's been a great partnership with Alliance AutoGas.
Absolutely. I'm Jessica Johnson with Alliance AutoGas, and I'm just thrilled to be here too, and the partnership has been wonderful. We are so happy to be able to provide public infrastructure for the community for anyone who wants to refuel with propane. All you need is an Alliance AutoGas card, and we take care of the rest. We're just so happy to have a clean burning, domestically sourced fuel for the community to benefit from.
And you know, we're so happy because this is our third filling station that we've worked with you guys on. You know, we partnered in Elizabethton and the Greenville side as well, and now Kingsport. We hope there's more to come. It's really worked out well for us.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to what the future holds as well.
I'm Jonathan Overley with East Tennessee Clean Fuels, here with Steve Whaley, who is the AutoGas guy with PERC, and we've had an event for NetTrans and Alliance AutoGas where they've opened a public station in Kingsport, but the kind of the market we're looking at here with these vehicles with paratransit, Steve. And what are you seeing from 30,000 feet with PERC and paratransit? How are things going?
It is one of the 3 market segments that's going to catch up with the wild success we've had with school bus.
Wow.
And so with 20,000 school buses around the country, we have great success there, but there's 3 more: food and beverage, parcel package, but paratransit is the #1 next school bus market. And the reason,
and I don't know what paratransit means. What does paratransit mean?
Paratransit is a type of vehicle, passenger vehicle, that's moving specialty passengers. Okay, it could be wheelchair access, it could be some of the elderly, it could be anybody that needs to move from point A to B that's not able to get on a large mass transit bus that might not be in a metropolitan area. So they're going to be in a lot of rural areas around the country, but also in large, there's 175 propane-powered paratransits in MTS in San Diego, in addition to their large buses.
They're just more specialty service than they are ride the big bus and get off at stop A and get on stop A and off.
So you're going to have a high-capacity van, or what we call a cutaway. And a cutaway gets a special body on there that's able to hold passengers, and the specialty passengers that we're carrying. But there's about 50,000 of those paratransit type vehicles in the United States today. And already we have 10% of that market operating on propane.
Over 5,000.
Yes.
Wow.
So, and they're saving, like they were mentioning today, $1 a gallon in fuel costs. And they're moving millions of miles every day. So it's easy to see why, with an upfit cost of less than 15% of the total cost of the vehicle, to operate on something that's that clean compared to other sources of, wanting to move an alternative, propane has the lowest total cost of ownership of any fuel out there.
Well, and that makes sense. If CANDACE GUMP with NetTrans was talking about, they have 40 vehicles now, and that's just in kind of little old Northeast Tennessee. Nobody's thinking much about that, but it's just one example of a number that's helping them get toward those 5,000, whether in a city as big as San Diego or in a small rural community.
Yeah. But you're going to have paratransit in every county in these United States, just to comply with the American with Disabilities Act. So they're there. So it gives every community an opportunity to do that. So what I've done is actually provided on our PERC website is a paratransit lead generation tool for propane marketers and OEMs and others to find out where their paratransits are in their community or in their sphere of influence. And it has all the kinds of vehicles that they have. So if there's vehicles in a make model year they can convert, or hey, you've got some old ones here about ready to be replaced, let's get some new vehicles that are from an OEM on propane.
Well, and certainly in Tennessee, we know that the human resource agencies, there's 8 of those across the state. Some of them have been doing some homework, but certainly CANDACE GUMP has been taking the lead with her fleet. But so that's where I need to go to start doing some work.
We'll do it together.
Okay. Good to see you, Steve. Godspeed.
Before heading home, we caught up with Happy and Candace one last time.
We started looking for projects that would qualify as alternative clean fuels projects, and the first thing we realized is that an obstacle would be a huge upfront cost for infrastructure. And so that's where the partnership with Alliance AutoGas comes in. And Happy can tell you some about the way that they set up the infrastructure for us.
So on the vehicle side, we provide EPA certified systems for the vehicle for them to be a biofuel. Start on gas, switch over to propane so they can get the savings and the reduced on the fuel cost and reduced emissions. On the infrastructure side, as you can see in the previous videos, there's a tank that we put in and a dispenser that we put in for the refueling. So as a fuel provider, we provide those things at no cost to the customer. And we set it up, and then they're able to refuel at either their site where their vehicles return to, or here where we are today at a U-Haul site in Kingsport, which is a shared site. It's a 24/7 site. So we make sure that we follow the permitting, the codes, and the restrictions that are allowed for that, and we make sure that we meet all the compliance. And then once everything is in, we provide training for the NetTrans staff for them to be able to refuel with a safe alternative clean fuel.
First of all, I want to say that from a perspective of having so many things happening in our daily lives at work, no one really has time to take on big projects. We feel like this could be overwhelming, and it is not at all. With our partnership with Alliance AutoGas, we were able to realize about a net savings of about $9,000 per vehicle over its useful life, with the cost savings between propane and regular gasoline, without having to put a large amount of money for upfront expenses. So the best advice I would have for someone who's considering a propane project or any alternative clean fuels project is to utilize the resources within your community so that it's not overwhelming and it is manageable. So, reach out to Alliance AutoGas or whoever's in your community and the Team Tennessee Clean Fuels Coalition.
The best thing we can do is have a partner like CANDACE and NetTrans. They started a program and then they said, well, where can we go to next? We'd like to expand. We'd like to add to this area and expand to this area. So it is challenging to find different setups and make everything work out in everybody's schedule and location, but it's very rewarding to be able to help them expand their program and the benefits that they receive from the program. The main things that we want to do is we want to help fleets lower their operating costs, help them with their fuel costs, the maintenance of their vehicles, and help them use vehicles with reduced emissions. It's a win-win across the board, as Candace has used that terminology before, to where it helps them, helps the community, and helps the people that they're providing the services to. So we are thankful for our partnership with them and look forward to continue to expand.
So weird. Watch this, people. It takes a card, you stick it in, and you insert the handle. It's so foreign.
You have a professional and an amateur.
Is this how it works here? You just put the card in? And please insert your card. Okay, I've done that. Thank you for choosing clean American-made fuel. Okay, cool beans. Cool beans. I probably need to take it back out. Okay. Okay.
Don't think it liked it. You may have to do it again.
There it is. Remove card quickly. That's what it wanted right there. Have you viewed train? Yes, I have. Please enter your odometer or hub. I have that memorized now. May not fuel driver call company. I've been blackballed from the propane industry.
He's been in the industry well over a decade. And in 2020, they're like,